Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you. It's a little look ahead lines on a Thursday night into a Friday morning. We'll talk some college footies. We'll talk some college hoopies. You want to do some NFL, whatever the case may be. I'll recap our plays today. I didn't know how to play did today. I know my other premium plays did all right, but hit the like button, notification bell, so you know when we come back with midday money. And, of course, look at lines at night. But midday money, we'll be back here noon tomorrow. Maybe a little before noon because we got noon. We do have noon action, so maybe we'll pop in a little before that. You know, we'll be around. We'll come in a little early. Again, notification bell on so you know when I start up the show. You can always listen after the fact. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Google, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast. Midday Money is there, and as is the Look Ahead Line show. So there's that. And on the X at Mr. Sean Higgs. So we got comments. I was just with the Pubby crew having a couple laughs. Money on my Kels here. Taking a shot for a good weekend, my brother. Taking shots. T Money's here. I was just thinking what to type. I'm high as a kite. Here we go. All I did was break even betting tennis right now. Here we go. Of course, push Cowboys -7, neither here nor there. Well, the pen out play, at least, the push is better than a loss. So that's all right. You get the money back there. College hoops, I go 3-0 on the site. So college hoops continues to be really good on the site. I don't even know how the show pick did today. I didn't even look to see how it did. It's a loser. Kennesaw +11 did not get there. Did not get there with Kennesaw. So I apologize for a loser there. We'll get on it for tomorrow. A little better day tomorrow, hopefully, with our college hoops. 44-43. That'll drop us down to -45 on the season for college basketball. College football, we didn't have anything on the lone game tonight, but tomorrow we have the teaser plus a couple other games. I'll put them up in the chat here for everybody to have. We could roll those right out. What are we waiting for? Oh, I can't do that because I got to switch the record. I got to switch the record here with our loss. I didn't add any college hoops today because I'm waiting for a couple lines to come up. I haven't bet any college basketball either for tomorrow. So there is that. A giant team total got there, though, for the NFL. We will take that giant team total over 16.5. Wonderful. So, always recopy that and put it out there. There we go. Okie dokley. Oakley dokley. We are set. We are all set. All righty. So, it'd be good if I had them screaming. They're not even coming across it. Here we go. So, again, no college hoops. We lost with Kennesaw today. College football for tomorrow. Navy over 55.5. Mississippi State +26. Iowa over 39.5. There is that. So, we got the games up. Some of them. We have some tournaments. No lines yet. Some of these games. It is what it is. But we can talk about a few of them. We got lines on some games here. So I'll run down what I have. Let me pop up the regular board here, and then I'll hit a couple extra games that I do have as some lines come up. So we're starting off with, again, rotation order, regular games, Dartmouth and Boston College. It is a 17 and a 138. Again, this is right in parameters, not really loving anything in this one. DePaul and Valpo going at it. It is a 14 spot. Actually, there's a 15.5 offshore. I would lean to the dog in this one. You know me, Valpo and 15 points. I'll take a 15.5. I'll be interested in that. GW and VMI, it's a 19. Yeah. Oh, I thought it were 19.5. It is 19. So it's 19 and a 152.5. So there is that one. Maybe an over in this one. Maybe lean a little over. Again, haven't bet any college basketball for tomorrow. So there is that. Next up, we have Troy and Mary Mac 11-137s. That one hasn't really moved at all here. But 130, it looks a little high for me. I might have to think about an under in this one. In fact, I'm going to put a little U here on my little sheet for a little under, a little circlet. We'll see how this one moves. Because right now it's 137. There's a 136.5. That's the score. You know what? Who's the lone 137's at Will Hill. So let's call this at 136.5 right now. 136.5. I'm leaning under in this one. That could be an under game here. Next game up in the rotation will be Iona and Tarleton, 4 and a 137. How about I guess I would lean over here. Lean over. Ohio State is a 3.5, 147 versus Pitt. I like Pitt. I've had Pitt a few times this year. I will take Pitt here as a little underdog. Vandy, 23.5. See a couple 22.5s out there too. FanDuel and DraftKings kind of go at it. Like one is 23, one is 22. I don't know how they like to go head to head. Both totals 155.5. I'll take Tennessee Tech at 23.5. Again, I don't like really laying huge 20 and 25, 30 points. I'd lean dog. Am I betting these crazy dogs? Nothing bet for Friday as of now as we're doing the video here. Eastern Illinois, Northern Illinois, 2-137. Would I lean Eastern? It's right where it should be. Give me a home team here. It's not a neutral. They're home. Cleveland State, a 4.5. There's some 5s popping up here. 129.5 versus Moorhead. I'll lean Cleveland State here. I'll go Cleveland State. Are they the Vikings? Let's go. George Mason and Madison. Mason, a 1-point favorite here on the road over Madison. I might have to take the home team here and pick them. Sam Houston, NC Wilmington. Again, here we got another short fave here. Sam Houston, 1 on the road, a total of 150.5. I like Sam Houston in this one, though. Give me a little Sam Houston action. Arkansas State, Indiana State. We are going into neutral court action now. It is a 8.5 and a 158. Nothing for me in this one. Maybe lean towards an under. That's that. NC A&T versus East Carolina, 13.5, 148.5. Give me a little A&T. You're giving me 13.5 points. I'll be taking this one. I'm taking them. Duke versus Seattle, 27. This was 26 earlier. It's up to 27 already. So a little more, actually 27.5, I should say. So it's a 1.5. I get it. People are going to bet on Duke. They know I want to take Seattle, 27.5 points. But Georgia State, Kentucky, here's another monster, 30.5. This one came down. This was 32, folks. So this one actually came down to 30. So there is that. Again, I'd rather have 32, so I'm not going to take 30. We will move on. The line is gone. Move on. It's all right to do. Next up, Hofstra and Rice. It's a 2 and a 131. This was a 3. I'll do a little Owls here. I could do a little Rice-A-Roni. There's our Kennesaw versus Townsend. No lineup in this game yet. Townsend will probably be a bucket favorite around that. Texas Tech and Colorado, 21 and a 154. Big number. Again, I'll lean Northern Colorado. Tomorrow I'm going to put 5 20-point underdogs in here. Maybe I will. Who knows? People love that kind of nonsense. They want action on every game. The Anteaters of Irvine, 7 and a 137 versus Kent State. This isn't your Kent State football team who's winless. I think this Kent State team will get to 11 wins. They're not going to get them all tomorrow night versus Irvine. How about an over in this one, 137? Give me an over. Indiana Providence, a 4.5 and a 141. This was a 3.5. So this 141. I could have sworn this was a 151 when I wrote this down before. Did I write down the wrong number? Maybe I did. Maybe because the West Virginia game was a 152. So I could have easily messed up 141 to a 151. Boy, Indiana. Is this a bounce back spot for Indiana? Arizona, West Virginia, 5.5, 152. I want to take Arizona. I got a soft spot for Arizona. Louisville, 3.5, 148.5 against Oklahoma. How about an over in this one? I know we're getting back-to-backs and tired legs and stuff like that, but maybe there's layups. Maybe there's some easy buckets as well. Over to 148.5 for me. Gonzaga, 20.5, 153. Big number there. Pass, Minnesota, Wake Forest. Here's another one of those. It's a 2-spot. It's a neutral. Wake is favored. I would lean Wake Forest for me. Next up, we have Wichita and Florida. Florida, 8.5-point favored in this one. Why? I know there's a lot of love on Florida. $150. I could go over this. Give me an over. Right? Is it an over? Yeah. I kind of like the over in this one. Give me the over. Next up, Weber and Bowling Green. This was Weber at 2.5 and a 146. I will lean towards Bowling Green in this one. Again, have not bet any of these games. As of right now, I like that Troy under 136 and East Carolina versus A&T. I like the doggy there, 8 A&T for a plus 13. Pepperdine and New Mexico State, 4.5 and a 138. This is right. Give me some Pepperdine here. I'll lean Pepperdine. I'm not going to lie to you. TCU, a 3.5, 141 over Colorado State. I'll take Colorado State. Clare and Washington, 1.5. I will take Santa Clara here. Again, neutral court games here. NC State, BYU, 4.5, 150.5. We'll run out another BYU over. That was one of the premiums that I had a BYU over. Purdue and Mississippi, 4.5, 145.5. I want to take Ole Miss. Utah State, North Texas, a 5.5 number here for Utah State versus NT. You know what? I don't know. I'm not sure here. The Bonnies, a 1.5 over Northern Iowa NIT tip-off here, along with the Utah State game. Where are we going with this one? I'll take the Panthers. Northwestern, UNLV, no line for that, or the Butler, Mississippi State game. There is the regular rotation of games. So we'll get to the addeds in a minute. Let's see what we are in the chat. We got a bunch of comments. There's King. All right, T-Money. Clippers were on plus 180. I'll teach Raquel how it's starting. He thinks he knows the NBA more than me, but I'm just getting started. Minnesota's a fate to further notice. You want to take the Clippers plus 180 money line. I definitely need a cut to get that cash. T-Money says Laker game's a toss-up, but we look suspect right now. Of course you do. LeBron on a Friday at home. LA won't argue. Here we go. This is. Let's just take the Lakers. It's the Lakers. Let's go Lakers. Is this more in season nonsense? Minnesota's a 5-point fave. You're going money line. Where's the Lakers versus OKC? Oh, I'm taking OKC. I'm not taking the Lakers. T-Money and money line. I'll go back forth. Go to barbershop tomorrow, Sean, and over 3.5 first half in Perth Glory. Not a great line, but neither team plays much defense. What do you think about the Chiefs? I like the Chiefs. Dale says, you made my note with your feet. I got the same as you. That's funny. How was that funny stuff on my foot? I'm looking at under 225 Knicks Hornets game, but I could see the Knicks putting up 125 and Hornets 95. Good spot for the Knicks, right? They had the big win, then they get the loss, and now here they are, favored again. I don't know. Charlotte is bad. I mean, I hate. It's a noon game to boot. Definitely under with you. T-Mike says, I don't know, Liberty for me, and I'm not a homer, but they're a better team. I know it's up, so you want some home cooking. I don't hate it, but give me Liberty or give me death. Liberty Flames, I guess. I mean, we're not talking – it's got to be college football Liberty tomorrow against Sam Houston. College footies. All right. T-Money says, are you high? Sean sending feed picks. Fernando wants feed picks. Under for the Nick game. Yes, I agree with that. T-Money says, Minnesota in football 120 versus Whiskey. They are 8-2. Whiskey, they look bad. I mean, terrible loss to Nebraska. I could side with the Gophers there. Carl Anthony Towns points, says Marlon Raquel. Brandon says, you're going crazy, man. I don't want to know what you're talking about with feed picks. Feed picks and get your money, says Markel. Markel buys feed picks, apparently. Leaning the under in the Nick game. LaMelo is out. Again, plus it's a noon game. T-Boy says, I discussed that with Oz. What is happening here? Can't say seriously, I was impressed by West Virginia and Louisville in college hoops today. Louisville, we had them as a play here. That was a premium pick, Louisville. When I hello to gas station sushi. Fernandez says Hornets at home. It still doesn't make a difference. Give it the under. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, Markel. Rob McCormick is in the house. Welcome. Who was the big betting syndicate? Was it on Dolphins? Was it Raz? I know I don't want to drop names. You know. I'll hold on a second. Would I lean under the Chiefs? I don't know. I lean for the Chiefs, but again, that failed me today with Detroit. I thought Detroit would come out and have a big offensive game here at home versus the Bears. They look kind of ho-humish, lackluster versus Tennessee last week in that game. And I feel the same way about the Chiefs. They were in a game where they get up, like we know the Chiefs don't cover, right? They kind of just play to win a game. Team gets back into it. They had a lead. They let Carolina come back. They didn't let Carolina tie it, which is not where they want to be. Have to win late. So this is a game I think they want to come out. Coach says, hey, I don't want to be tied up with the Raiders. So I'm expecting, KC first half. I think KC just gets that to a lead. I think they covered this number. Chiefs first half. Here we go. Money on a cut. Yes. Gas Institution, check your Twitter. I got your address there for the jersey. T-Mike says West Virginia, money line versus Arizona in college hoops, and Providence against Indiana. One of them, if not both, will win. Here we go. College footies, Liberty over Sam Houston. Fernando Fee picks. Gas station is so mean, not saying hello to anybody. Detroit left 3 TDs off the board today. I know they did. I was with Pub. I'm like, this isn't a good. At halftime, I said that game was going to be 23-20. It was 60-0. I said this game's going to end 23-20. You just saw the way they're playing. They're kicking a field goal. They're happy. T-Mike says, and don't take the Knicks, Fernando. So that's that. Added games. Alcorn, Southern Alabama, 17.5. Again, I would lean towards Alcorn here. Colgate in Appalachian State. Give me Appalachian State. It's 1.5. We're going to go money line. Elon in Maine. Give me the Bears of Maine. It's a neutral. Niagara, neutral versus Binghamton. Boy. I sort of want to take Niagara here. I sort of want me. Where's this AA MAC matchup here? I know Binghamton's not in the MAC, but I just went to the MAC for record keeping. Binghamton 74-69. They won last year. Agris 1-4. Terrible. They lose to Kent. Bowling Green. Detroit. Lone win over something called Houghton Highlanders. Boy. I mean, Binghamton, not much better. Their 2 wins over SUNY Oneida, the Red Dragons, and then Miss Corderia. Who's a dog in this one? I get, give me Binghamton, I guess, in this cluster. West Georgia and Samford. I'm taking Samford. It's 18.5, and a lot of times I'm like, I can't take these monster spreads, right? But West Georgia coming into the big leagues, no thank you. Virginia Holy Cross. That's where we're at. Virginia Holy Cross. 16. Why? I'm going to say it. It seems low. I mean, it's Virginia Holy Cross. I mean, maybe it's 15 the right number here? How about an under? Holy Cross. Penn 5 over Navy. I want to lean Navy, but again, so far we like that under in that Merrimack game. We do like a little bit of Samford here. I'm putting a little check on next to Samford. Lafayette, LIU, a 4.5 for Lafayette over. Well, are they still called the Sharks, LIU? I know they changed their name. They wanted to annoy me by changing their name and joining schools. Next up, Belmont and the Weeb. Belmont, a 6.5 point favorite it's showing here. I don't know. I got to dig into this one because I'm a Weeb guy. I love when these kind of middies play each other. North Florida, the Ospreys. We like the Ospreys. Going back to, what was that kid's name? They had a good 3-point shooter a couple of years back. We used to jump on them. Anyway, so North Florida is a 3.5 point favorite here at SIU. Interesting. As much as I might have to take a little home dog there with SIU. Clemson, 31.5. Yeesh, big number over Florida A&M. And you know A&M is one of those teams, horrendous. They come out on the road. They just get absolutely demolished. They take their paycheck and go home. I can't wait to 31. Manhattan and Lemoyne. How bad is Lemoyne that Manhattan's actually favored here by 5 points? I want to take Lemoyne. Stephen F. Austin, a 5-point favorite, total of 129.5 right now over Louisiana Monroe. How about 129.5 looks low. How about an over in that game? LSU Northwestern State. It's a 20. Looks to be where it should be. It's a big number. Texas and Delaware State. How pumped up is Texas going to be for this game? They're playing this game in Austin, 9 o'clock at night. I'm pretty sure A&M is playing Texas tomorrow. Is there going to be any fanfare for this kind of game here? Big 30-something point favorites? Ugh. Not interested. And St. Barbara, 20. What is this? How are they favored? 32. 32.5. Are you kidding me? What is going on here? Mississippi Valley. That's what's going on. Holy cow. All righty. Chris Warren's in the house. Welcome. VA Holy Cross. I mean, seriously. T-Money Fernando says, I wasn't going to get it. I was just looking at the total for the Knicks game. T-Money says, high school not too far from me, so I assume they're connected to the college. Now I have to find out. There you go. Find out. I got you, Fernando. They both probably scored Knicks defense that fell off. I don't know. Happy Turkey Day. Jesse Schul's in the house, my guy. Good to see Jesse. Just for a reminder, Thanksgiving is in October in Canada. Yes, just a regular. Today's just Thursday for you, Canadians. Thank you. Thank you, Chris Warren. Somebody says, Mr. Go Canadian, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, we're going to give him his Thanksgiving lates. I'd rather snort Coke than bet Mississippi Valley. All right. To each their own. Listen, I'm with you. I don't want to take Mississippi Valley. 32. I'm like, ooh, 32. I was like, what are they laying? What? It's Mississippi Valley. The Valley. There's the rundown. This is all college basketball. That was a college basketball rundown. College hoopies. We got a lot of college football too to run. We'll do a quick rundown of college footies for you as well. Here we go. Oregon State and Boise. I'll take Oregon State. Like Boise's locked in. They're going to the championship game. Are they going to be motivated to cover 20 points here? Colorado. Let's do the over 64.5. Colorado should blow these guys out. Oklahoma State they're done. They're done. Navy, East Carolina. We got the over in the chat here. I like Minnesota over Whiskey. I like Ohio. I mean, Ball State season's done. Ohio's in the championship game. Team total over. If you don't want to do 17 totals, 53. BG and Miami, Ohio, 38.5 total. Look at that one. Under. Texas State and South Alabama. Yeah. I have no opinion on that guy. Utah State and Colorado State. Give me Colorado State. Liberty and Sam Houston. We like Sam Houston here. It's gone from 4 down to 2. Mississippi State and Ole Miss. You want to give me 26 with Mississippi State? I'll take it. The opener was 21 Ole Miss. That's what I grabbed at one spot too. So I got a little middle work in there. Stanford and San Jose. I'll go San Jose. We'll go Sparty at home. Nebraska, Iowa. Over. I think this game goes over. I like Iowa. Again, I'm biased towards Iowa. I need there for a win total. But Iowa team total over, game over. Georgia Tech. I want to take Tech here, but not worth even saying. I shouldn't have said. I should have said that. It's a pass. Utah, Central Florida. Man, Utah's bad. I don't even think even when winning hand they're going to even show up. Take the Knights. Louisiana, Monroe. college footies. Ugh. You take the home dog. San Antonio and Army, give me San Antonio. Ohio State should beat Michigan by 20. Sure. Illinois Northwestern. How about Northwestern as a home dog? West Virginia, Texas Tech. I like West Virginia. Louisville and Kentucky. I guess Louisville. South Carolina over Clemson. Kansas over Baylor. Over in the North Texas Temple game. I could do over that game. UConn, UMass. Look at this. Whoosh. No, thank you. Duke, Wake Forest. Ugh. I'll take Vandy. Nothing in the MAC game, Western Michigan. So Troy, Southern Miss doesn't stick out. Coastal Carolina, Georgia State. Do I want to take Georgia State at home? Yeah. South Florida and Rice. Maybe Rice. Mid-Tennessee, Florida International, though. Pitt, BC. Pitt's falling apart, BC. Old Dominion, Arkansas State. I think we could do some Arkansas State in this one here. Cal and the SMU. I think Cal. Again, 13. Cal battles a little bit. Central Michigan, Northern Illinois. Again, nothing in that one. Florida Atlantic, Tulsa. Yeah. UAB, Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte's both of these teams have new head coaches. Notre Dame, SC. I would lean SC. Fresno, UCLA. 8 points, huh? Rutgers, Michigan State. What happened to Rutgers here? I mean, you got to take Michigan State for bowl. Get into a bowl. NC State, last game for Mac Brown. Do they rally around Mac Brown? How about this an over? How about an over 55.5 here? Arizona State. This has what? Some kind of playoff implications there for Arizona. Arizona State trying to get the division. Conference, I should say. Penn State, Maryland. I like Penn State here. That's what they do. They beat bad teams, close it out at home. I like Arkansas over Missouri. I like Alabama over Auburn. Miami, Syracuse over. Kennesaw, Louisiana Tech. Ugh. I mean, Kennesaw State got rid of their coach and they still battle. I guess you got to kind of like them there. Western Kentucky, no opinion in that one. UTEP, New Mexico. Do I want New Mexico? Ugh. Appalachian and Georgia Southern. Nothing in that one. Wyoming. Give me the over in Wyoming action. TCU, Cincinnati. I'll take Cincinnati as a home dog. Purdue, Indiana. Just Indiana. Payback. They just lost. Florida, 16.5. Over 45. Give me the over there. Oklahoma, LSU. I'll take LSU at home. You know what? Give me some Oklahoma. Who cares? Let's go Oklahoma. Oregon and Washington. Oregon should win that. Texas A&M. Give me A&M. I'll take a little K-State as a little doggy. I'll take a little Virginia Tech here at home. Actually, you know what? Maybe Virginia. 7.5. We'll go Virginia Tech. UNLV, Nevada. Boy, do we take UNLV to lay in 17.5 points here? It's still an outside shot to win. Marshall, Madison, no thank you. Houston, BYU. What on the BYU? You got to lay with BYU, right? They're playing for something. Arizona, Air Force, and San Diego State. Give me some Air Force action, I guess, here as a little favorite. New Mexico, Hawaii. We'll go Hawaii as a home dog. There you go. All college, all NFL. We did it all. Basketball, that was the basketball, but now we did football. Why are you taking Mississippi Valley? Money line. Oh, my goodness. There you go, Mark. Have a good night. Nothing to note to me on college football board to bet on. Swept NFL 5-0. Excellent day, Chris. 5-0 for you. Random fact, I'm about 3 classes away from being able to teach history. Good for you. Good for you, T-Money. Here I am. I just just some random guy who bets wacky soccer games at 4 a.m. Notre Dame over Southern Cal. Huh? You think? SC, they got to be kicking themselves for leaving the Pac-12, breaking it up, and then going to be like, hey, we're going to show you, and go lose at Minnesota. If we're going to talk about Indiana not beating anybody or teams not beating anybody, who did these guys beat? Notre Dame. I lean with Southern Cal just because when Notre Dame plays like teams that have NFL type players, they have problems with good teams, and they're favored. Somebody says it's later because I thought about taking a money line, maybe surprise for the Chiefs game. No, you can't take that Mississippi Valley money line. Northern Colorado hoops, they appear to run at a fast pace outside school. Northern Colorado, is that for tomorrow, today? I just ran down a bunch of games, so I got to go look for where it is now. Is that where is Northern Colorado? I don't even know where it is. I don't know where Northern Colorado is. I can't find it. Georgia Tech versus Georgia. You like them with the big points? I don't hate it. Georgia's in the championship game. It's bizarre. All they got to do is win. I think Virginia Tech could cover this. I thought about it at first. It's a game that I'm not interested in. I'm not. I mean, I have how many games I got for college football? 2, 4, 5, 6 games. It's not one of them. It's not one of them. Happy Thanksgiving. Good to see you, Nathan. Wacky guy. Can't stop laughing. Yeah, don't stop laughing. On the Lobos to score the 80th point minus 121. Live betting. Live betting. Against Texas Tech. Oh, here it is. 20 and a 154. You said you like the over? You like the totals there. I mean, I finally caught a couple today. I'm like a game or two over 500 with my totals, Jesse. Let me pull up the matchup. I mean, they're 2-3 to the over, and Texas Tech's 5-0 to the over. I mean, they're off a game. Well, they do put, Prairie View, 114 versus Prairie View, but 69 versus Washington State, that is. Pine Bluff, 98, 96 Wyoming. Yeah, Tech, what is this total? 154. They'll definitely get into the 80s because look at these 94, 86, 96, 98, 77, but that's for St. Joe's, who's a good team. And it still would have been close because that's 78, 77. So it was still an over, 79, 74. So if they're pushing, 153s against good teams, then against the bad team, when you saw them 94 Bethune-Cookman, Northwestern 86, 96 Wyoming, Colorado kind of fits that bill. Yeah, you want to go over this one with Northern Colorado? I don't hate it. I don't hate that. Nathan's talking hoops for the 80th point of Lobo game. It was 19.5. Iowa, yes. In football, I know it. I like the team total. I like the over 39.5 too. I think Tech may push Georgia to a one-score. That won't shock me. I mean, we look at the beginning of the year, the Florida State game, and Florida State's just been terrible, but it's a rivalry game. We've seen Georgia play down the teams. You're going to get 20 points. You could do it. 20 exactly. I was going to say like 27-22 or something like along those kind of lines. Yeah. You get 19. I mean, we got to pull up the Georgia scores. They're not all that great. They're not all that great. (13 and 12) Kentucky, 31-13 against Auburn, 35. Well, Texas is good. 34-20 Florida, 31-17 Tennessee. I mean, UMass 59-21, and that was 59-21, and you think, oh, it was a good game. Like, hello, that was 28-14 at the half. That was 31-21 in the third quarter. 31-21 after UMass scored with 13 minutes to go, and then they scored 4 touchdowns, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, to kind of pull away. Take Georgia Tech. Too many points. Georgia 30-20. I agree. And possession. Listen, Jesse, I just looked over the Texas Tech numbers, the way they pushed the ball. I'll go over 154 with you. I mean, that's Texas Tech is getting to that versus good teams. Scoring 70. They're scoring 90 versus the other. Tell me I'm not going to get 50 points, 60 points out of the other team? Penn under 144 against our Navy squad. I sort of want to take Navy in this one. I'll go under with you, though. I'll go under. Georgia Tech can play some ball when they want to. Exactly. It's a good spot, too. Rival, last game. Get it. Gas Station Sushi, good night. Lobos for +3. New Mexico. Which I don't even know which New Mexico. We got so many games. Is it college? Is it basketball or football? Just says Miami appears to be real danger of losing at the. You think they're going to. I have Miami ACC and playoff tickets, but I'm putting them up on upset alert. Really? Upset alert in Syracuse? You really think so? I mean, if you got them upset alert, just bet the over because they're not going to not score. Number 1 offense in the country. What's the line in this one? $10 and 67.5. That's a high. I mean, listen, Miami puts up points. Syracuse scores a little bit too. Over. But on the road, though, Jesse, you're right. Lost to Georgia Tech. Should have lost to Cal. I mean, close win versus Louisville. $10 points on the road. He says they hit a 3. Good for my first. Oh, they hit a total. Okay, so you got to cash your total. First to 80. Gotcha. Georgia 3 and 8 ATS. Georgia's been bad ATS. I think I said this before, Chris. I don't know if you've been in shows. I say with the playoffs, you have teams. Not that they're not giving their all, but they don't have. There's got to be no style points. We beat them by 6. We beat them by 3. What's to make a difference? We just got to win. You're not getting those kind of things. So the lines are juicy. They're winning by 28. They need to win by 34. You win by 17. You got to win by 22. But I still think Georgia Tech will give them a fight either way. Forget about the ATS number. That's just added. Like, hey, look at this. They're bad against the number. Inflated. And the shenanigans in the Carrier Dome. Syracuse has a QB. He's an Ohio State guy. 42-34 Lobos. 10.5, 11, yep, for the Miami game. Syracuse can hang Miami, but they don't have the coaching to win the game. You don't need the coaching when the other guy's Miami coach. He's bad. Did you not see these guys show us back-to-back games? Syracuse could give up too many points. I mean, I like the over. I mean, the over 60 something here too. So, I mean, 67.5. This barely gets over. You have two losses just fine. It's terrible. The old days, you lost, you were done. You were done. You're hoping for some other team to lose, and then you needed style points and hope that the team you lost to at least beats everybody else. And Jeshua says, T-Mine's kind of what I'm hoping for, a cover with 11.5. Yeah, probably. I mean, the way they played on the road, why not? Miami's defense, not good. Syracuse scores a bunch themselves. They can score. They can score. No college hoops up for tomorrow. As I told you, I like the under in the Merrimack 136. I like NCAA I circled East Carolina, but it really should be taking NCAA there. And then who's the one on the back page I sort of liked a little bit? Oh, Samford. We'll lay it with Samford over West Georgia. Big 18 piece. So there you go. Thanksgiving is over. I mean, it's over. It's 1 o'clock in the morning in Jersey. It's almost 1 o'clock. Midday Monday, though. Probably early tomorrow. A little early. It won't be exactly midday. A little before midday. That's what we're going to do because we got noon games. Enjoy the extra time with me. Get some sleep. Back tomorrow. Bye-bye.